Hi everyone, good morning. I am Jermer Alcacenes, a freshman student of Medical Technologies. So for today's video, I'll be answering all the questions from our PE subject. First is where I am now in my life. How did I get here? My life is still in a stage of complexity, which it is usually different from my previous past that I never expected. Way back when I'm still young, I couldn't miss how happy I am on that day, where my life was full of joyous, and those memories will be kept and remembered. And now I can see myself as a changeable, and that change makes me matured enough to be as a better to get a life what I deserve. What do I like about myself? My body? Or what do I not like? I love being what I am today. Despite my imperfections and flaws in my body, I consider it as available because it makes me worthy to be deserved and respected. At the same time, there are things that I don't like. Sometimes I feel joyous comparing myself to others when saw them have a beautiful, perfect body than mine. And that makes my low self-esteem less, which it afraid me to show of what I have. What what is it about my body and mind that I am unhappy with that could be positively by exercising regularly? Every time when I look in the mirror, I always ask myself if I'll be able to pursue my exercise activity. For the first I tried exercise, I experienced a lot of pains, especially muscle fatigue, which it decreased my muscle ability due to perform over time, and it turns makes me feel weaker and no longer interest to back exercise again. What would I like to change, if anything, and why? I would like to change my behavioral attitude because of my self-control cannot even apply to myself, especially in exercising. There are doubts when I am dealing with it. It makes me feel tiring and a waste of time without knowing that exercise has a great influential benefits to our body, and it is one of the medicine that prevent from risky behavior. What is going on it in my life that would facilitate behavioral change? In an incorporate affirmative thinking way is a way to shift negative thoughts to positive thoughts. That basically in the process of self improvisation. Keeping away from the thoughts that put my self-esteem a product of assumptions. Making myself positively weigh is my top priority. Where am I now in my physical activity level? I am in the phase of moderate level because usually I do an exercise at home where I am comfortable to deal with it. Have I tried regular exercise before and failed to stick with it? Honestly, I tried it many times, but those tries never worked and failed me to stick with it because it caused me muscle aches into not doing it into not doing it again. So for the next question is currently what do I estimate my potential to stick with an exercise program to be? Self motivation. Everyone must have to learn the self motivation, even if a muscle pain will stick to my body. It would let me to continue to do exercise program, not just for an interest or makes you sexier, but the most important thing is my body become physically fit. Next question. What unmet personal needs am I thinking of attempting to meet? For me, in a state of physical well-being, because in that matter, it is not just about the absence of disease, it also includes behavioral choices to ensure health lifestyle, avoiding preventable diseases and conditions, and to live a balanced of state of body, mind, and spirit. For the next questions, am I ready, really ready to try it? Would I really like to change even if it means giving up something I am accustomed to? For me, yes, it gives important for me to try and to change because changing makes you feel better to boost your confidence without reasonable doubt because of physical wellness help regulate the basis of personal needs in order to prevent from risky diseases that possibly affect our physical and mentally health. Next is, do you think that I can mobilize the mental strength that is what I want or need to do? I can mobilize my mental strength in a certain way. Having healthy, strong and mind helps me to reach my greatest potential. Changing the way I think, feel and behave is not a easy task. However, it takes dedication and commitment. So what has my previous experience with my personal health behavior has changed been? Good, bad, some success, none, or will that help me this time around? My previous experience that deals with my personal health behavior is having a low self-esteem. It wasn't easy that you're afraid of something that somebody else don't like. Afterwards, reflecting and do action is what I am. I realized that it is a challenge for me to be more stronger enough to fight against negatives that revolves around. So next is, what can I learn from my experience with personal health behavior that will help me this time? Am I realistic about this? For me, don't take seriously negatives around you. It is destructible, yet remediable. If only if you took a lot of positivity for yourself, work work on it. I am being realistic from what I have to do in a practical way. Next is, what is my self-image? Everyone has their own different of abilities, appearances, and personalities, which describe myself that I am a talented, kind, and responsible person. Do I think of myself as a good looking, attractive, not attractive, healthy, or unhealthy? I think my self image is not as good. I could see myself unattractive because I've gained too much of weight, in other words, overweight. Even it's unhealthy to think negatively, it could affect our mental health. However, we have different ways of perspectives, but that's how I look myself as what I am. What what do I see when I look in the mirror? Mirror is one of the reflections of who I am. I can see myself of what the really I am. What kinds of feelings do those image elicit? They are mixed emotions. captures my image. I strive to highlight joy, happiness, sorrow, and love. Although it makes me genuine as what I am in a reality. If I am planning to exercise to help in weight loss or simply to shape up a currently out of shape body, will I be able to use the fact that smaller size clothing now fits and that waist is getting smaller as measure of success rather than scale weight? I think using of smaller size clothing makes you feel like thinner, but it depends on how you dress on. Actually, I am using smaller clothes than scale weight. And further, if I am going to exercise primarily for weight loss, is true goal to become really thin rather than somewhat thinner. For me, exercise it's not about the good looks makes you sexier and thinner, but it's about having a healthy mentally and physically fit. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a good day. Keep safe.